college ultimate team. As the new athletic director, your job is simple.
Welcome to Hodgson Stadium in Eugene. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Oregon Ducks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Hurricanes ready to kick it away first. On the return, it's Hill. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Quick give. It's Davison. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Moore to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Using his legs, it's Davison. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Right down the middle. It's dropped after taking the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Long way to go on second down. Throwing more. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. There he goes. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Coming out with it, it's Hill. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. More. Out wide right, it's Hill. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I know, everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
They need a huge play on third and long. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Out wide left, it's Davison. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right on the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
There's a lot of different ways you can find explosive plays throwing the football. One of them is just getting this guy the ball out of the backfield. He's got a very unique skill set, really soft hands, and he's a good route runner as well. And that was a critical third down, pitch and catch, explosive play for the offense.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
In the gun on third down, Moore. Right side, it's Hill. Could not make his way to the corner.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Catches it at the 15. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here's Brown to begin the drive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throwing, Mensah. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lofton. Breaks into the open. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Left side is Fletcher. Snags it, and there's running. Just plowing ahead. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He'll set up to throw. Moves to his right. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So first down here as they go back to work.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
Dante Moore. That's caught. It's hooked. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Rolls right. Fires downfield. Out wide right, it's Johnson. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play.
Ready, go.
Straight ahead, it's Davison. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Right side, it's hooked. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
From the red zone, it's Davison. And he's in! Touchdown, Oregon! Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Mensah. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Pulls it in. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's more to throw. Looking down the middle. Out wide left, it's hooked. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense comes out ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Rush right in his face. That pressure got to him and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's Mensah to throw. With the catch, it's Vaughn. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
The Canes are marching down the field. Lets it develop. It's Fletcher. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mensah. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Fletcher. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Holds on. It's Lofton. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Finds his man down the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Miami!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Throwing more. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Moore to the air. Looking to the big tight end. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They really don't catch well. But the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Keeps it himself. Looking for room at the 40. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Mensah can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Fletcher. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
From the gun, it's Brown. They put the brakes on it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is 2nd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. Trying to get started. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Moore throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First and 10. Moore will throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Dante Moore. Right side, it's Davison. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory?
Here we go. Ready?
Moore from the gun on third down. Left side is Hooks. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The run to the left. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He stopped.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. He's got it. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to...
He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lyle. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Give to the back.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Makes a catch. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Throwing, Mensah. Out wide left, it's Brown. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Sees some running room. There he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lofton. Could be an alley. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Find space, it's Fletcher. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25?
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just right.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Mensa. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. He just couldn't squirt his way in for the 2, and it's still a 5-point game here in the 4th quarter. On the move from inside his 5. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's more to throw. On the move. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Out wide right, it's Johnson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's such a hard route to stop. And that corner route by the tight end, you got a big, basically a big oversized wide receiver breaking out that can use his body to shield off the defender and make the catch. And that's why those corner routes can be deadly.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. They'll run it. Makes a stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Throwing more. Got a man. It's Davison. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Moore to the air. Turns it upfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for room, it's Davison. Touchdown, Oregon! They move on top here in the 4th. The Ducks with the answer. Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his 2-point conversion attempt. Moore. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first. Right side, it's Lofton. Great move. Now he's got room. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Run inside. It's Fletcher. Surge ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires quickly. Well, so he gets a foot down, but he really didn't get a foot forward. No gain on the play.
You could have just quarterback sneaked it and got more yards than that. We need more from this passing.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They were all over it. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's third and goal and third and long. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Given enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Right back to it. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Right at the line. And that is how we will wrap this one up. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.